briefly whether or not, God would send me a kingdom spouse because I'm single. When I was thinking about it, I veered off and I started to think about like what we would wear, what we would eat, where we would live, the activities we would do, what they would like, what I would like. And those things are perfectly fine for you to take into consideration. But I mentioned that if you are asking God to deliver you a blessing, you have to be prepared to receive that blessing. And it isn't until you become prepared to receive that blessing that you actually get it, right? And so even though those were the things that I was thinking about, those were the things I took into consideration when considering whether or not God would give me a kingdom spouse, if this is something that I was serious about, I had to step outside of myself and think about it from God's point of view, right? Because He's the releaser of the blessings. And while I may be thinking about what we will do, what we will eat, what we will wear, God does not think like that, right? If God is going to introduce someone into your life, if God is going to give you a kingdom spouse, He is giving you someone who has the same purpose as you, someone who is going to come into your life and be the missing link you need to help you fulfill whatever assignment God has given you on your life. And so that was the perspective I had to consider, because through that lens, I can see the areas that need improvement. I can see the areas that I need to work on to get closer to receiving this blessing. Your kingdom spouse, the spouse that God gives you, is simply going to be your destiny helper. That person is going to come into your life and help you. They're going to have the skills and the tools and everything that you don't have to help you fulfill your assignment, right? And so if we're thinking about it on a purpose level, then you have to ask yourself, are you ready to fulfill that purpose?